Okay, beautiful. Thank you. Nice to see you finally.
Yeah, nice to see you too.
Wow. Okay. Thank you for your patience. I'm sorry I'm a few minutes late. It was my first big traffic jam in Puerto Rico, so thank you for your patience.
Yeah, no problem. Ele tá falando obrigado pela nossa paciência de ter esperado ele aqui. Ele tava no trânsito em Porto Rico e, enfim, ele tá pedindo desculpas pra gente.
Okay, so everybody knows that, of course, this is Lillian, the famous Lillian, the one and only Lillian, and I'm so happy to meet you. Thank you. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for your leadership. Of course, Leo is on his way to a cruise, and so we'll have a wonderful time together. So please say good evening to everybody. Thank them for their patience, and we'll go ahead and get started.
Ok. Ele falou que talvez algumas pessoas não saibam, mas eu sou a Lilian, eu que estou traduzindo aí o site junto com o Léo. E o Léo, ele teve que embarcar num... Sumiu minha imagem?
I made you front and center.
Okay.
Yeah. I made you famous.
Ok. E o Léo, ele teve que pegar um avião agora, enfim, por isso que eu estou aqui no lugar dele hoje, substituindo ele. E uma boa tarde para todos.
Okay, so Lillian, let's just jump into it. I always want to start with recognition. And so I'm very happy to let everybody know on this call that last month, in February, we had 2 or 3 days short, only 28 days. And yet we had over 300 leaders that advanced ranked and made more money. So even though it was a short month, it was still the biggest month in our company's history. This is fantastic.
Ele quer falar pra gente que o mês de fevereiro foi fantástico, que mesmo tendo menos 2 dias, né, porque o mês de fevereiro tem só 28, a gente conseguiu 300 novas pessoas no nosso negócio só no mês de fevereiro.
Lillian, we are almost 60,000 partners worldwide. Amazing. 3 years ago, we were 0. 3 years ago, we had nobody. And we continue to grow every day in Portugal. We grow every day in Brazil. And we're on track to be 100,000 partners worldwide in the next few months. And so I say congratulations and thank you to everybody. Thank you.
Ele está falando que nós estamos já com quase 60 mil pessoas na companhia, e isso é fantástico, porque a empresa não tem nem 3 anos, né? A empresa tem um pouco mais de 3 anos, e nós já estamos aí na metade do caminho para quase 100 mil pessoas, e isso é realmente fantástico. Ele está falando obrigada para todo mundo que faz parte.
Okay, and so now I'd like to recognize... This is Julio Ayala here in Puerto Rico with me. You know what's so exciting is his wife, Lillian, his wife's name is Ketsi. She's a regional director. They're like you and Rodrigo. They're a power couple. He's an international director, and his wife, Ketsi, is a regional director. That's going to be just like you and Rodrigo, except you're going to be the international director, and Rodrigo is going to be the regional director. How's that?
Ele tá falando que ele tá começando com o reconhecimento do Júlio, e o Júlio tá lá em Porto Rico com ele agora atingiu o cargo de diretor internacional, e ele trabalha junto com a esposa dele, e a esposa dele atingiu o regional, né? E ele deu o exemplo porque eu trabalho também com o meu namorado, e ele disse que pode acontecer o mesmo com a gente, mas no nosso caso eu vou atingir o cargo maior e meu namorado menor.
Yeah. Okay, so I hope Rodrigo has a good sense of humor and he's laughing. He knows we're just joking. Okay.
Okay.
At any rate, congratulations to Julio Ayala. And so he and his wife have been invited to Andorra. I would pray that some leader from the Portuguese-speaking team will make it to Andorra. You have the month of March. You have the month of April. We'll have to see what happens. But just know, Lillian, that we'll have this International Director Summit every 6 months. And so this is the first one in June. I've never been to Andorra myself, but the second one is going to be in January or February of 2020. So we'll see what happens here in the next 2 months.
Ele está falando que o Júlio foi convidado agora para o próximo seminário que vai acontecer em junho, em Andorra. E ele está muito ansioso, ele está rezando para que pessoas que falem português também possam ir para esse evento fantástico que vai acontecer em junho, que a gente ainda tem 2 meses para, enfim, ver o que vai acontecer. E o próximo evento, que eles acontecem a cada 6 meses, o próximo vai acontecer em janeiro.
Yeah. And so here are the 13 leaders that have been invited, and I expect we'll have somewhere around 35. So this number will triple in the next 2 months as we see the growth of our leaders and teams around the world, Lillian. And so right now there are 13, but I expect this number will triple in the next 2 months, the next 60 days.
Esses são os nossos principais líderes, né? Hoje nós temos 13, mas ele espera que isso triplique nos próximos meses. Isso é fantástico.
Okay, all right. And so again, Lillian, I've never been to Andorra. Have you been to Andorra?
No.
No, I haven't either. Okay, Antonio lives there. And so I know that we fly into Barcelona and then we drive 2.5 hours to Andorra. It's in the Pyrenees Mountains, northern Spain, southern France. And so we're really excited about going.
Yeah. Ele perguntou se eu já fui para Andorra, eu disse que não, e aí ele falou que dá 2 horas de Barcelona, enfim, tem muita coisa legal para fazer lá.
Okay, let's keep going. Here are the names of new national directors, Juan Ricardo, Pablo Colom. Congratulations to these leaders. Great job, guys.
Ele está dando parabéns agora para alguns novos nacionais directors, né? O Juan e o Pablo. Parabéns.
And Ricardo in Mexico, fantastic. Paul in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Ricardo is from Mexico. Paul is from Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Congratulations, guys.
Ricardo é do México e o Paul, ele é dos Emirados Árabes, de Dubai.
Yeah.
Parabéns para eles também.
And Luke is from Korea, and Ju Jung is also from Korea. Congratulations to these two leaders.
Luke e Ju Jung também são da Coreia.
Fantastic. See, you also speak Korean too,
Yeah.
Lillian. This is beautiful. Okay. All right, awesome. And then Chiwon Park, and then Ken Akahori is the first national director from Japan, from Tokyo, Japan.
Esses dois são novos nacionais directors também do Japão. Não vou tentar falar o nome deles.
Yeah. And then finally, Jun Kaneko is also from Tokyo, Japan. Congratulations to these new national directors. And again, I'm excited to see our Brazilian team to achieve this rank here, hopefully in the next 30, 60 days.
Esse é outro nacional director também do Japão e ele está ansioso para ver o que vai acontecer nos próximos dias com o Brasil e ele quer ver a gente lá também.
Okay, so a couple of questions, Lillian. I'm sometimes asked this question. So, for example, when will we register in Brazil? When will we register in Portugal? It's important to note that I've already contacted lawyers in Brazil, and I told you guys this, and I told you what the response was. But I wanted to tell you the formal answer, but I actually went ahead because I was so optimistic. I was so excited about Brazil. I went ahead and had our lawyer contact lawyers in Brazil, and let me tell you what they told you. But then I'm going to tell you what the response is as to what we typically do. We typically wait, Lillian. We wait until we have 800 partner members. But I went ahead and found out what are the requirements to be in Brazil. Sorry to be so long.
Oh, no problem. Aqui a pergunta é quando que a inCruises registra a empresa em algum país, né? E tipicamente ela se registra quando a gente tem 800 membros. Então, você tem 800 membros, a empresa vai lá e registra a empresa. Por exemplo, aqui no Brasil tem um CNPJ, né? Que muitas pessoas perguntam, mas quando que a empresa vai ter um CNPJ e tudo mais? Ele falou que ele já está muito ansioso para trabalhar aqui no Brasil e para abrir a empresa aqui no Brasil, né? Ele já está conversando com alguns advogados aqui do Brasil, porque para ele o Brasil é um mercado especial, mas que tipicamente a gente espera 800 membros no país 800 sócios membros para poder abrir o país.
Yeah. And so here's what we told the lawyers. We told them exactly what we do for our business. We tell them we're a cruise membership club. We resell. We're a travel agent for the cruise lines. We tell them that we don't manufacture anything in Brazil. We don't ship anything to Brazil. We don't have any inventory in Brazil. They say, what about taxes? We said, we pay the taxes, we pay port fees, and we pay the taxes for every passenger. And we said that our product is consumed in international waters. So people either leave Brazil or they leave from a Brazilian port. And so this was the explanation that we provided to the lawyers in Brazil, and I'll tell you what they told us.
Ele está falando agora um pouquinho da conversação com os advogados aqui do Brasil, o que acontece exatamente, e que a nossa empresa é uma empresa que acontece em águas internacionais, né? Então, a nossa empresa não tem um produto, o nosso produto são os cruzeiros, né? É o nosso serviço, e nós atuamos em águas internacionais, então toda essa negociação é o que está acontecendo agora com os advogados.
And so what they said was, it doesn't sound like you need to register in Brazil. But I want you guys to know that when we get to the point where we have 800 partner members, I don't know how many we have in Brazil, I don't know how many we have in Portugal, I'll have to go back and look, but when we have 800 partner members, that I'll go again and I'll investigate. I always want to be smart, Lillian. I always want to be smart, and I have a saying in English which is, better safe than sorry. My job is to protect you. My job is to protect our company. And I live by better safe than sorry. And so just know that when we have 800 partner members, that I'll go back to the lawyers and just make sure that we're set up for success for the long term.
Ele está falando que o papel dele é deixar a gente seguro, porque ele sabe quanto tudo isso é muito importante. Então, ele não sabe quantas pessoas tem aqui no Brasil hoje, mas quando nós atingirmos 800 pessoas, ele vai voltar essa negociação, vai voltar essa conversação com os advogados para que a gente possa ficar realmente seguros, porque ele sabe o quanto isso é importante.
Yeah, but the key thing, again, I want everybody to hear, Lillian, is that we pay the taxes. We pay port fees and taxes. That's what they want to know, our taxes being paid. And so we say, yes, we pay the port fees, we pay the taxes. And so that's the important thing, but again, we'll swing back and talk to these guys when we get to those numbers. I think it's also important, Lillian, for the team to know that we have a positive relationship in every country. We don't have any consumer complaints. We're not involved in any investigation. We're doing things right. I told Leo and Mateus when I met these guys that we're set up for the long term, and that our legacy is to do things right. No shortcuts. We'll never look for shortcuts in business. And I think this is important for the team to know.
Ele está querendo deixar mais claro ali que é importante que a gente saiba que a empresa paga as taxas, a empresa paga todas as taxas portuárias, né? Tudo isso é incluso e, enfim, nós somos totalmente corretos em tudo que a gente faz e que nós não temos reclamações, né, de consumidores pendentes, não temos investigações ou qualquer outro tipo de situação que fale mal da nossa empresa hoje. Nós somos muito queridos em todos os países que a gente está.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, let's keep going. I also had asked this question. I don't know that it's important to bring this up, Lillian, because we don't have this issue, but in this industry, sometimes people say negative things about you, and so I just want to share my philosophy. If somebody writes or says something negative about us, please ignore it. Don't stoop to their level. Just stay positive. We are positively disrupting the cruise industry. We're like Airbnb to hotels. Some hotels don't like Airbnb. I don't know if they have Uber in Brazil or not, but they do. Okay, taxi cabs don't like Uber drivers. Cruise travel agents don't like inCruises. Yeah, you understand? Okay, please translate. Beautiful.
E ele está falando que apesar da gente ter esse ótimo relacionamento ao redor do mundo, né, das pessoas não falarem mal da nossa empresa, sempre vai existir alguém que vai ter algum comentário negativo e a sugestão que ele dá pra gente é simplesmente ignorar esse tipo de situação, que é claro que os hotéis vão falar mal do Airbnb, que é claro que os taxistas vão falar mal do Uber, e é claro que algumas empresas de turismo, de cruzeiro, podem falar mal da inCruises, mas a gente tem que simplesmente ignorar.
Yeah, okay, perfect. And again, if you're doing something significant, if you're a big company, people are going to say something negative about you. I'm sure things are going to be said negative about our company, just like they're said about the biggest brands in the world. Think about the biggest brands in Brazil. Give me a brand, give me a name brand in Brazil, please, Lillian. What's a big brand? Petrobras, right?
Petrobras.
Yes. So has there been negative things said about Petrobras?
Sure.
Sure. Yeah. And so there's always going to be something negative. Don't worry about it. Just ignore it.
Ele está falando que sempre vão existir empresas boas, empresas grandes. Ele deu o exemplo ali da Petrobras aqui no Brasil e perguntou se alguém se alguém fala mal da Petrobras. E com certeza sim, porque existem concorrentes e os concorrentes acabam falando mal, sem dúvida.
Yeah. And so I always say, listen, nothing has meaning, Lillian, unless we give it meaning. It's really interesting to think about that. Nothing has meaning unless you give it meaning. Let me give you a crazy example. A puppy dog can come up to you, and you can see this puppy dog and think, oh, it's so warm and cuddly. I want to hug this puppy dog. Or you could look at a puppy dog and say, oh, this puppy dog may bite me. This dog may give me rabies. Nothing has meaning unless we give it meaning. And so all I say is, do not give any meaning to something negative that doesn't deserve your energy. Do not engage in anything negative. Stay positive, please.
Ele está falando que as coisas negativas, as avaliações negativas não significam nada se a gente não der significado para elas. Tudo que é negativo na nossa vida, se a gente não der esse significado negativo, ela não vai ser negativa. Ele deu o exemplo de um filhotinho de cachorro. Quando você vai comprar o filhotinho de cachorro, você pode olhar para o filhotinho de cachorro e pensar, esse filhotinho vai me dar amor, vai me dar carinho, ou esse filhotinho pode me morder, pode me fazer mal. Então tudo depende do significado que você coloca naquilo.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, and again, don't argue with somebody online. Just ignore it. If you see something that you think we need to know about, just send a screenshot, send it to support, and let us worry about it. Let me worry about it. Let us handle it. Lillian, don't engage, please.
Ele falou que se a gente vê algum comentário ruim, que não é pra gente responder, não é pra gente, enfim, tentar resolver, é pra gente simplesmente mandar aquilo pro suporte da incruises, está na tela ali o e-mail, suporte.incruises.com, e deixar que eles resolvam essa situação.
And again, Lillian, I'm not aware of any negative situations in Latin America, but I'm just bringing this up because it's going to happen, sooner or later. And again, I always say that the best way for people to get along is to be kind to each other, is to trust each other, respect each other, love each other, but not to engage in anything negative. That doesn't work for anybody.
Ele sabe que existem muitas coisas ruins que acontecem na América Latina, e, enfim, mas a negatividade ela só pode ser derrotada com a bondade, né? E para você ter bondade, você precisa ter coragem. Então, ele está encorajando a gente que a gente possa ser bondoso com toda a negatividade que existe.
Okay, let's get into some other questions. I sometimes get this question in support. Lillian, we work with 16 cruise lines. Every Sunday, every weekend, the cruise line makes system updates, a maintenance update. And so it's very frustrating because the inventory shows and you try and book a cruise, but you're not able to complete the cruise booking. Why? Because the cruise line is doing a system update, a maintenance update. All technology companies do software upgrades and maintenance upgrades. And what we've discovered in the last 2 years is they do it on Sundays for hours, for typically 2 to 5 hours. And please be aware of this, and I'll say some more.
Ele está falando que uma pergunta muito frequente que chega no escritório é por que geralmente nos domingos, quando alguém vai tentar reservar o cruzeiro, acaba dando erro na página. E ele está falando que todas as indústrias, principalmente as empresas de tecnologia, elas precisam fazer atualizações. E as empresas de cruzeiro costumam fazer essas atualizações no domingo. E essas atualizações acabam demorando de 2 a 4 horas e até 5 a 6 horas. Então, assim, é um processo normal que acontece, e é por isso que dá um erro, às vezes, no sistema quando a gente vai tentar reservar o cruzeiro.
And so, Lillian, I sincerely apologize for this. It's very frustrating to try and do a cruise booking and it not work, especially with the cruise lines that we do a lot of work with. We know that they do updates on the weekends. And again, all I ask you to do is please be patient and please tell your team to simply try again in the next hour. I know that's not what the answer you want to hear, but that's the answer, is that you please be patient and just try back in an hour. It's going to work, but it may take you an hour or two to get the booking finalized.
E ele sabe que isso é muito frustrante, e ele está falando para a gente falar para a nossa equipe que para ter paciência, para tentarem de novo dali uma hora, dali algum tempo, e tá pedindo desculpa porque ele sabe que isso realmente é frustrante, mas não tem o que ser feito porque realmente as empresas fazem essa atualização toda semana.
And so, again, then our team comes back and says, well, inCruises, how about if you put a warning on the website? How about if you put a warning on the website? And you know what I say, Lillian? Lillian, every day we get updates, notices from the cruise lines. And if we were to put this update warning, it would be every day of the week. And so that's not the answer. That's not the solution.
Ele falou que muitas pessoas perguntam, tá, e por que vocês não mandam um e-mail pra gente avisando que a empresa tá atualizando? Ele falou que todos os dias alguma empresa se atualiza, então fica inviável mandar toda hora um e-mail dizendo que alguma empresa está se atualizando.
Yeah, the solution is just try back. Just go do something, go get a bite to eat, go take a walk, and come back and just please try again. That's the best we can do. Or just book it not on a weekend. Book your cruise on a Monday or Tuesday. But here's the thing, we're working on the weekends. The cruise lines think that nobody is doing anything because they're in the US, they're in Miami, they're in Fort Lauderdale. And so they're doing the work on weekends thinking that nobody else is wanting to book cruises, but this is when our team books the most cruises. So
ele falou que as empresas de cruzeiro geralmente pensam que no final de semana é quando as pessoas estão passeando, quando elas podem atualizar o sistema ali, por isso que elas acabam fazendo no final de semana. Mas todos os dias tem alguma empresa que está se atualizando e faz parte e a gente tem que ter paciência.
Okay, beautiful. All right, last question. Last question. Lillian, have you booked a cruise with us yet? Have you and Rodrigo booked a cruise yet?
No, tomorrow we go the first one.
Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah,
okay, beautiful. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to make this booking, and we're going to send you a booking receipt. I don't know where you're going, but if you need documentation to send to an embassy, you're going to need to then get that booking number and then go to the cruise line and then check in with them electronically and get all the documentation from the cruise line. So again, it's a two-step. When you make the booking, you and Rodrigo, we're going to give you a booking confirmation. And then with that number, what cruise line are you going on?
MSC.
Okay, so then you're going to go to MSC's website. Then you're going to type in your names, and you're going to give the confirmation number. And then you're going to check in electronically with MSC. And if you're required to provide those receipts, along with, I don't know if you have to, travel by airplane and put all that together and send it to the embassy or to the consulate, that's what's required. Did you understand what I explained? Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay.
Ele tá falando que quando a gente reserva um cruzeiro, a gente recebe o recibo imediatamente. No momento da reserva, a gente já recebe ali o recibo e a gente pode entrar no site. Por exemplo, amanhã a gente vai viajar a gente reservou o cruzeiro da MSC, a gente pode entrar no site da MSC e pegar ali o nosso bilhete disponível lá no site da MSC.
Okay, Lillian, are you guys needing a visa? Where are you going? Where will you go out of?
Just Brazil here.
Okay, you're going to say, so a visa is not required. So this is only applicable if you're traveling outside of Brazil. If you need a visa, please understand what I'm about to tell you. When you go to book your cruise tomorrow, you're going to see a cabin category called guaranteed cabin. Well, what does the word guarantee mean? It means that they guarantee you a cabin, but they don't give you a cabin number until the day that you leave. For you, it may or may not matter because you don't need a visa. But if you want a cheaper cabin, you can book a guaranteed cabin. But if you need documentation for a visa and you book a guaranteed cabin, they're not going to give you the paperwork because you don't have a cabin number until the day of the cruise. Does that make sense?
Okay.
It's a little bit strange, a little bit awkward, but that's the way they work.
Yeah. Ok. Ele tá falando que quando a gente vai reservar uma cabine, existe a cabine garantida, que é uma cabine que a gente compra ela, garante ela, mas você não tem o número da sua cabine. Você só vai saber o número que é a sua cabine quando você chegar lá. Então, você não faz uma reserva antecipada, assim, da sua cabine. Isso é uma cabine garantida. E eles não indicam que a gente pegue essa cabine garantida.
Yeah, okay, beautiful. So just remember this for the next one. Hopefully the next one, you and Rodrigo, will take you outside of Brazil. But if you need a visa, again, remember the process. We give you a booking confirmation. Then you take that booking number. Then you go to the cruise line. And then you check in electronically. And again, what I'm just trying to emphasize is that if you book a guaranteed cabin, you're not going to be able to get an electronic receipt until they give you a cabin number, and they don't give that to you until the day of the cruise. That's all.
Quando a gente vai para fora do Brasil, a gente precisa também do visto, né? E alguns documentos. Ele está repetindo os passos ali, que quando a gente reserva o cruzeiro, eles dão para a gente um número. Através desse número, a gente pode ir no site da própria empresa do cruzeiro e pegar nossa cabine, reservar a nossa cabine. Porém, quando a gente coloca a cabine garantida, a gente não consegue fazer isso nesse momento.
Okay. All right. Beautiful. All right. And again, you can check in online, 60 days out. But again, there's no way for us to speed up the process of getting a electronic receipt from the cruise line. Again, if you have this guaranteed cabin, there's just no way to do it. And what happens without knowing this, Lillian, is that our members get upset and they go, "Come on, guys, I made the booking. Where is my receipt?" And we have to come back to them and say, "Listen, you booked a guaranteed cabin. What's great is you got 2-for-1 cruise dollars, and you got the cheapest cruise available, but they're not going to tell you the cabin number until the day of." And so I'm simply trying to over-communicate this message to everybody.
Porque quando você reserva uma cabine normal, você pode fazer o check-in até 60 dias antes da partida do cruzeiro. Mas quando você pega essa cabine garantida, você não consegue fazer isso. E aí as pessoas perguntam, por que eu não recebi o meu recibo? Aí é porque você pegou a cabine garantida, que geralmente é a cabine mais barata que tem ali pra gente reservar, com os cruise dollars.
Yeah. Okay, and again, last time I'm going to say it. I've repeated it 3 times. Lillian, if you guys need a visa, what do you have to do? Book your cruise as far out as possible. Give yourself time. I'm going to answer Gabrielle's question in just a second. Book the cruise as far out as possible. And if you want an electronic receipt, you cannot book a guaranteed cabin.
Se a gente precisa do Visa, é para a gente reservar o nosso cruzeiro o quanto antes, por causa de toda essa situação.
Okay. All right. Beautiful. Let's now answer some questions. I'm going to answer Gabrielle's question, and that is, what happens if I need to cancel my cruise? Please, Gabrielle, Lillian, our team, make sure that if you're going to book a cruise, that you book it as far out in advance as possible. Why? If you have to change the name on the cabin, if you have to cancel the cruise, within 30 to 90 days, the cruise lines are going to charge you a penalty. Okay? This is not inCruises charging you a penalty. This is the cruise line charging you a penalty. So if you book it far out, and if it's 90 days out and you need to change a name or cancel the cruise, they won't charge a penalty. But the closer in that you get, the more expensive that it comes. Okay?
Tá, ele está traduzindo a pergunta do Gabriel ali. O que acontece se ele perder a data do cruzeiro? O que ele pode fazer? Ele falou para a gente prestar bastante atenção e quando a gente vai reservar o nosso cruzeiro, porque existe uma data ali limite e pode ficar mais caro. Você tem que pagar, enfim, valores se você perder e não conseguir ir no teu cruzeiro. Depende da quantidade de dias que você vai ficar fora, é a quantidade de tempo que você pode reservar ali o seu cruzeiro ou cancelar.
Right. So Lillian, the obvious question is, Michael, come on, what's going on? Well, why would the cruise lines charge a penalty, so close? This doesn't seem right. What's the big deal? You change the name or cancel it. What's the big deal? Here's the big deal. The big deal that they're trying to prevent, I know that our team would not do this, but in the past, this is what's happened. Somebody will go in and they would book 100 cabins and all the same name, Lillian and Rodrigo, 100 cabins or 200 cabins. And if there were no penalties, then what would happen is then people would try and manipulate the price. They would try and sell the cabins to somebody else. And if they weren't able to sell them, what would happen? Then the cruise line is out because you have 100 reservations, no contract, no money, and you're trying to manipulate the price And so the cruise lines impose these penalties. Again, it's not inCruises imposing these penalties, it's the cruise line.
Ele está falando sobre o nosso nome, que a gente coloca o nosso nome, por que a gente não pode trocar o nosso nome? Porque eu poderia reservar lá 100 cabines de cruzeiro com o meu nome e com o nome do Rodrigo, e aí eu posso vender todas essas cabines de cruzeiro e receber todo o dinheiro. Isso não seria positivo, isso acabaria estragando todo o nosso negócio. Então, por isso que a gente só pode reservar uma cabine, enfim, por membro.
Yeah. Lillian, does that make sense to you? Again, when I first heard about that, I was going, come on, guys. It's just a name change. Why are you charging a penalty for a name change? And the reason is the same reason that we don't want you to change the name on the accounts. We don't want our partners to have multiple accounts. The cruise lines don't want you to make multiple bookings and make them available for somebody else. And again, I want to emphasize again that when you guys cancel a cruise and you get penalized, you lose money and we lose money. Well, why, Lillian? Because we paid for part of the booking. We paid for your cruise dollars. We paid for your port fees. We paid for your taxes. And so if you have to cancel, and I understand that sometimes emergencies happen, so I recommend that you get insurance. We don't provide the insurance, but I recommend that if you're not sure that you're going to go on the cruise, then I recommend that you get some type of cruise insurance, so that if you have some type of medical emergency, for an example, that you don't lose all your money. Does that make sense? Do you follow me?
Ok. Ele falou que às vezes no começo ele não entendia por que a gente não pode, por que tem que ter penalização para trocar o nome do cruzeiro e tudo mais, e depois ele foi entendendo que isso fazia parte e que era totalmente necessário, e ele deu a dica pra gente, quando a gente tem que cancelar o cruzeiro, a gente perde dinheiro, e a inCruises também perde dinheiro, porque a inCruises pagou taxas, enfim, a inCruises também pagou os seus cruise dólares, então ela também perde dinheiro. Então, ele recomenda que se a gente não tem certeza que a gente vai poder viajar naquela data, de que a gente compre um seguro ali de viagem que possa reembolsar o nosso valor total do cruzeiro.
Okay. Lillian, can we get some feedback from the team that's watching? We've got 70 people on the call. Can you ask them, do they understand the message about cancellations? Do they understand what we just explained? If yes, give us a plus sign or a positive thumbs up.
Ok. Ele está perguntando se vocês entenderam como funciona a parte do cancelamento. Vocês entenderam? É para dar um joinha.
Yeah. And did Gabriel, did he understand the question? Give us a thumbs up. Okay.
Entendeu?
Okay, beautiful. Okay. All right, beautiful. Lillian, do you mind just reading the chat to see if there's any other questions? If a question will help our entire team, please read it. If it's a personal situation, don't read it. Have them work. Okay, fantastic.
Ok. Ele está falando, se vocês tiverem alguma pergunta que possa ajudar toda a equipe, que vocês façam aqui agora, que ele vai traduzir pra gente. Que ele vai responder pra gente. Alguém tem mais alguma pergunta?
Okay. No. Okay. Can you tell me what Luciano is asking, Mr. Michael? Luciano, what is that? Is that a question, please? Does that help everybody?
Okay. He is asking how going on this... Luciano, só para entender a tua pergunta, você quer saber como que é a divulgação dentro da plataforma? O que exatamente? Escreve em português. Because Spanish is not Portuguese.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Você quer saber como que é? Quando será a tradução dos vídeos, é isso?
Here, maybe I can help him. Hold on. I'll just read it. I can understand Spanish.
Quando que vai ser a tradução dos vídeos da plataforma? No, he asked when does come this translation from videos?
Well, I mean, Lillian, that's your job, love. You tell him.
Okay.
What's the answer?
Tá. Existem alguns passos, assim como precisa de 800 pessoas para a gente criar o CNPJ da empresa, também existe um prazo mínimo de pessoas para a gente traduzir aí os vídeos, o duplicate e tudo mais. Começa com 400 pessoas, depois 600 pessoas, tá? E a ordem é assim, ó, vai vir os vídeos, depois os documentos e depois o duplicator.
Yeah.
Ficou claro? Luciano, entendeu?
Okay, so Alba is asking a question. I think this is a question in Spanish. And again, I can read Spanish. Or this is, I think this is Alba. Hold 1 second.
Como é que acontece esse trâmite legal?
Yeah, this is Alba Romero.
Alba. Yeah, she's here, right there. But
Okay, so what is Alba's question? Just tell me, please.
como acontece? O que você está perguntando, Alba?
¿Y cuál es que você acha que en Brasil se pode agilizar essa
Ah, tá. She wants to know how we can get the, 800 people fast.
Okay.
And second, how this in Korea, the legal things.
Okay, so I'll answer the second question first. Here's the situation in Korea. In Korea, they have a law called the Door-to-Door Sales Act. The idea is that the law was written many years ago with people knocking on the door and saying, here, would you buy this cosmetics, or would you buy this skincare lotion, or would you buy this energy drink? It's an older law. And so we in Cruises, we're not a tangible product. We don't manufacture, we don't ship, we don't inventory anything. They don't see the cruise as our product, which is correct. That's not our product. We resell the product. And so for this reason, we will never be legal in Korea, given this law that they have currently. And until the law changes, we have to change the way that we do business in Korea. This is just the reality. This is the situation. As soon as I landed in Korea, I went from the ship to the taxi, and the taxi to the law firm, and I met with the law firm. And I've now hired 2 law firms. I've hired 2 law firms and a consultant to see what's the chance, Lillian, that the law will be changed. And I'm not optimistic. I'm usually the most optimistic, positive leader you'll ever meet. But I'm not positive, I'm not optimistic about this law changing in Korea. Maybe this is more information that you wanted to know, but that's the reality. That's what's going on in Korea.
Ok. Ele quer ser bem honesto, tá? Ele é a pessoa mais otimista que ele conhece, mas ele não é otimista em relação à Coreia, porque na Coreia, só para vocês entenderem, a empresa de vendas diretas, ela precisa ter um produto. Então, quando você tem um produto, né, você vende, enfim. E eles consideram que a incruises não tem um produto, embora a gente saiba que nós temos os nossos cruzeiros, eles consideram que não existe um produto. Então, isso é a lei lá, e não tem muito o que a gente fazer. Ou a gente muda um pouco o que nós somos, ou não tem como resolver o problema na Coreia.
Yeah. And so let me give you another example, Lillian. This is a phone. This phone is a tangible product. The subscription to the phone, the cellular service, is just like our membership. That's not tangible. But what we don't have is the cruise line. They don't consider this to be a tangible product. But if we had a cell phone with the service, we could charge for the service. That's legal. But that's the situation that we're in Korea. Again, I'm only just being transparent. I'm answering her question. That's what's going on in Korea.
Ele está falando que ele sabe que nós temos um produto, porque se você pegar o celular e for aqui, nós temos um serviço, porém, não é assim que as coisas acontecem na Coreia. E ele está sendo sincero com a gente.
Yeah. And so the question about how to get 800 fast, I mean, that's up to you guys. So, yeah, I mean, you have to talk to lots of people. You have to make lots of presentations. Lots of people have to tell you no. I mean, my gosh, Japan is faster growing than Korea. And they just talk to a lot of people, just do lots of presentations. Same thing that you guys are doing. Yeah.
Ok. A Alba perguntou pro Hutch o que ele sugere pra gente conseguir 800 pessoas muito rápido. E ele falou que não tem segredo e que ele deixa isso com a gente, a resposta, mas que, resumindo, você tem que conversar com bastante pessoas e fazer apresentação para muita gente, que é isso que eles estão fazendo no Japão.
Okay. All right. I see that there's some more questions, Lillian. If the questions help our entire team, please translate for me and we'll answer them. And we'll take 2 more questions, please. 2 more.
Ok, mais 2 perguntas. Can you complete the amount of cruise with credit card or any... Sim, Gustavo. Você pode completar o pagamento do seu cruzeiro ali, da sua reserva, com o seu cartão de crédito.
Yeah.
Right.
So Maria has a point here. She says, many think that although it does not have total translation in Portuguese, the company is not legal in Brazil. And so again, that's not correct, Maria. There's no legal requirement for our business in Brazil, according to the Brazilian lawyers that we spoke to, given the explanation that I just gave you. Again, we don't manufacture anything. We don't ship anything to Brazil. We don't inventory anything in Brazil. You go out on a cruise ship, it's in international waters. It leaves Brazil. The most important thing is that we in cruises, we pay taxes. We pay the port fees. We pay the taxes. Now, if you guys, as independent entrepreneurs, if you need to register with your country in Brazil, that's a different situation. But I'm just telling you, there's no legal requirement for incruises in Brazil, given the feedback that we received from the lawyers. Do you follow, Lillian?
Ok. Ali a Maria perguntou para ele que às vezes parece que nós precisamos, porque nós não temos a parte legal em português, nós não estamos realmente legais no Brasil. Mas isso não é verdade. Ele falou que na verdade nós estamos totalmente legais no Brasil, porque segundo os advogados não existe nada que a gente esteja infringindo, né, até esse momento. Porque a empresa, ela é um produto e ela é um serviço, e ela acontece ali em águas internacionais, então a empresa pode atuar em qualquer lugar do mundo.
Yeah.
Quase todos os lugares do mundo.
Yeah. Okay, love. What else? What else, Lillian? What other questions?
Última pergunta.
Last question.
Last question.
Yeah.
Alba, what's your vision about incruise Portuguese language in final December?
Okay. The better question is, what's your vision? Yeah. Lillian, what's more important is what is Alba's vision. I know my vision for the whole company, but my vision is we have 5 board of directors in 3 years. I know what my big vision is for the next 2 to 3 years. I know what my big vision is. So it's not important what my vision is. It's important what your vision is. And just know that I'm going to do everything I can to support your vision. But I need you guys to tell me what's your vision. But my vision has already been met. We have 5 board of directors in 3 years.
Yeah.
But I have an even bigger vision for the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alba, ele está falando que o que importa, na verdade, é a sua visão, né? Que ele pode ajudar a dar suporte para que a gente conquiste o que a gente quer. A visão dele era que em 3 anos tivesse 5 board of directors, e hoje a empresa tem 5 board of directors, e a visão dele para os próximos anos é um crescimento incrível. Porém, o que importa realmente é a nossa visão, é o que a gente pensa do nosso negócio.
Yeah. Marjorie, when am I coming to Brazil? Soon.
Every time I love.
Yeah, it's my dream. I've never been to Brazil. It's on my travel bucket list, and so I can't wait. Hopefully, maybe July, August. It's going to be up to the team. It's going to be up to your leaders.
Okay.
And yeah, so again, okay, Lillian, thank you for your trust. Thank you for your professionalism. You did a great job. Super proud of you. Thank you. Obrigado, obrigado, obrigado. Thank you.
Thank you too. Sorry because I'm a little bit ashamed, but thank you for this.
No, you're fantastic. You were absolutely fantastic. And I say congratulations to Rodrigo. You're beautiful. And so thank you. Thank you for your trust. Thank the team. And we'll be here next week. And have a great week. And I wish you prosperity. I wish you blessings. Have a fantastic week. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye, love.
Ele falou obrigado pra gente e se despediu. Falou obrigado pelo nosso trabalho. Gente, eu quero pedir um pouquinho de desculpa, porque eu tô totalmente envergonhada, eu nunca fiz isso, né? O Léo me ligou hoje de manhã pedindo para fazer essa tradução, e enfim, é a primeira vez que eu fiz isso, então eu sei que eu tô um pouco nervosa, eu sei que eu tô um pouquinho tímida, e eu quero ser sincera com vocês, e enfim, pedir desculpa e dizer que eu, de qualquer forma, eu dei o meu melhor, tá bom? Tenham todos uma ótima semana, e agora vai ter um treinamento. Daqui a 5 minutos vai começar o treinamento. A gente vai passar o link nos grupos do WhatsApp, tá bom? E a gente vai falando. Tchau, tchau!